after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
Smith going to go to the air, first play. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
44 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey!
Running straight ahead, Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, and now they face a 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Lawrence out to his left. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
You got bomber.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Davion Taylor.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. .153 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hey, exit.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, Alpha! Hey, Echo!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 43. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair Etienne with James Robinson together last season because a Lisfranc injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, Etienne is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Bobby Okereke
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And take it right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He'll buy some time right.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a 1st down.
Look at me. Go. Go.
On play action, Lawrence.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Etienne up the middle.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Screen.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the move to his left. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 76 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Straight ahead, ETN. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Come on, set.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, over. Hard, hard.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Etienne once more. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's a give to Etienne. Down to about the 32.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Go, go. Hey, lock it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory.